But we do begin with what we are learning tonight about the suspect in the deadly shooting of Charlie Kirk. CBS News reporter Andres Gutierrez has more.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Authorities took this man, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, into custody late Thursday. Sources tell CBS News Robinson's father saw the photos released by authorities and confronted his son. The father then reached out to a youth pastor close with the family who contacted the U.S. Marshals.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years.
Investigators believe Robinson acted alone when he fired a single shot, piercing Kirk in the neck. Video from the FBI shows what appears to be Robinson jumping off a rooftop at Utah Valley University after the shooting. President Trump announced the arrest on Fox News and called for Robinson to face the ultimate punishment.
I hope he gets the death penalty. What he did, Charlie Kirk was the finest person. He didn't deserve this.
Kirk's murder drew bipartisan condemnation and calls to tone down the rhetoric often blamed for political violence.
This is our moment. Do we escalate or do we find an off-ramp?
Authorities did not speak to a motive, but say bullet casings recovered from the rifle believed to have been the murder weapon could shed light on Robinson's thinking. One was engraved with "Hey Fascist, Catch." Robinson is being held without bail. The Utah County Attorney's Office says it will file formal charges next week. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Orem, Utah.
And let's bring in Anna Schecter. She's the senior coordinating producer for our crime and public safety unit. Anna, thanks for joining us tonight here. The FBI says that they apprehended the suspect around 10 o'clock local time, shortly after that press conference, also about 33 hours after this shooting happened. Can you give us some more details about those moments leading to his arrest?
Absolutely. Well, after he jumped off the roof following the shooting, he got in his vehicle and most likely drove south to his home. His father actually recognized him in the photos put out by the FBI and confronted his son, law enforcement sources tell us. His son acknowledged that Tyler acknowledged pulling that trigger, and his father said, "You've got to turn yourself in." At that point, he refused. He said, "I'd rather kill myself." And then a youth pastor was called in to help essentially calm him down, keep him safe and contained in one place. And that's when the FBI was called, the U.S. Marshals, and he was taken into custody. So all of that happened pretty quickly last night, and then the investigative wheels started turning in terms of interviewing him, getting search warrants to go through his electronic devices, interviewing close associates. We heard in the press conference this morning they referenced a roommate who he'd been communicating with about picking up the gun that he dropped in the bush.
Now, you bring up his father. What more do we know about the suspect's background and his upbringing?
Sure. Well, he's the eldest of three boys. And by all accounts, neighbors have told us they were a very nice family. His mother was a social worker. His father worked in construction. And so this comes as a shock to the friends and associates and neighbors of this family, complete shock. And really out of the blue. Now, he clearly is a highly intelligent person. He was, according to the Utah system of higher education, he was a third-year student in an electrical apprenticeship program at the Dixie Technical College. So, you know, we've seen this before in other shootings, like, for example, the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Thomas Matthew Crooks was an engineering student. Luigi Mangione also had gotten done a special program at Stanford. He was top of his class. So interesting to see this pattern playing out yet again.
Yeah, and so soon, right after one after another. Anna Schecter, thank you for your reporting today and throughout the week.